Hello viewers and my dear students. Welcome to session 2 on application of lines demo. We have started with a demo on vertical pole problems in the session 1. We'll continue this in session 2. All we are doing this demonstration using Solid Edge software. Okay. See here we are done up till here in the session 1. That is there are 3 poles. One is AB, CD, EF. They are forming the vertices of an equilateral triangle of 5-meter long sides. Okay. That means here there is one pole, here there is one pole, here there is one pole. All are vertical. That is why they are seen as a point in the top view, point in the top view, point in the top view. Okay. Since they are vertical poles, their true lengths are seen in the front view. That means this is first pole, 20 mm or 2 meter, because the scale chosen is 1 meter is 1 centimeter or 1 meter is 10 mm. Okay, in that way 20 mm means 2 meters, 40 mm means 4 meters, 80 mm means 8 meters. That means there are 3 poles as you have seen, 2 meter, 4 meter, 8 meter long sides. Okay, now I have drawn the top views of these poles A, B, C, D, E, F. That's why first I have drawn XY line, VP, HP. I have drawn an equilateral triangle 50 mm long sides. That is 5 meter. Once you draw 50 mm long side, you can draw in any position. But I have taken the triangle in this position because AE, no, the top ends of the poles A and E, that is AB and EF, no, the top ends of the poles A and D will directly be in true length in the front view. Only to save rotation, I have taken this position. You take any position. Okay, this position is better because you can reduce one rotation. Okay, now we have done the front view of the 3 poles, that is A dash B dash, C dash D dash, E dash F dash, and the top view also. And in the top view also we have got 3 points A bracket B, C bracket D, E bracket F. Okay. Now as you know here we have to get the true length of the top ends of the poles. A and C, it is inclined to HP, inclined to VP. You have to anyway get the true length because inclined to both HP, VP. In the same way, CA is inclined to HP, CA is inclined to VP. That means it's the front view, this is the top view. This is the front view, this is the top view. This is the front view, this is the top view. This is the front view, this is the top view. In that way, C dash A dash front view, CA top view, inclined to VP HP. C dash E dash front view, CE top view, again inclined to HPVP. Unless you rotate, you won't get the true length. For this, what exactly you do know, you have to rotate CA to get the true length. You can either rotate in the front view or top view. If you rotate in the top view, you get the true length in the front view. Okay. If you rotate in the top view, you get the true length in the top view. But the inclination will be with VP. But they have asked inclination with the ground. That means HP. That is why compulsorily you rotate in the top view only, so that the true length you get with the inclination with the ground, that is HP. Okay. That is why whether you rotate in the front view or top view, you are getting the same true length. But if you rotate the front view and get the true length in the top view, no, you are getting inclination to VP, but true length will remain same. That is why what I'll do now, I'll rotate the top view, true length will remain same, but inclination to HP you get, that is what they've asked in the exam. Okay, that's what they've asked in the problem. Okay, what I'll do now, see here, I'll take I made it ready. Now what I'll do, using this arc command, no? Arc by center point. You see that arc by center point. Take this center. C is the fixed point. A is the moving point. In that way, C as center, CA as the radius, I have drawn an arc. Okay, I have drawn an arc till it is parallel to XY line. Now you see here, this. Okay, I'll make this ready also. Okay, now once you have got this, you go here. Okay. Okay. Once you do this, okay, you have rotated this and you have hit against the locus. Now, as you know, here, if you go for the text, no, text, it is Times New Roman 4 you take. Okay, this is A1, A1 dash. I have made it ready. C, I have rotated to A1 position. I have got the corresponding front view also. Okay, now you see here with C as center, CA as radius I have rotated. C is a fixed point. Okay, C is a fixed point and A is the moving point. That means A locus I have drawn here. Be careful. That means you have to draw a line from C to A to get the true length. Okay, this CA1 will be the true length of CA. Okay, see carefully. C is the fixed point, A is the moving point. I have rotated, I have moved the A such that it is parallel to VP. In that position, when it is parallel to VP, true length can be seen in the front view. This is the true length of CA. Okay, in the same way, CA also you have to rotate. Now what I'll do, same procedure I'll take. C I'll take the fixed point. E I'll take the moving point. Okay. I'll repeat. From here, I'll draw a line. The extra you can trim it off. Okay. Now you see it. C is the fixed point. E is the moving point. That means I have drawn E locus here. Draw thin line. Locus representation you need not show in practical problems and all that. Draw one thin line here. Now C is a fixed point. From C you have to join it to this point. Okay. From end point here, you see here carefully. End of this to end of this you do. Okay. This will be the true length of CE. Okay. Now what you do, no, immediately before you forget, you do the lettering. E1 dash and E1. In that way, can you follow? E, that is, I rotated this. You can show this leader also. In this way, as you see here, C is the fixed point, E is the moving point. I made it parallel to XY line. In that way, you can see the true length. You don't know from where to where you have to join. See here, C is the fixed point. C is the fixed point. E is the moving point. That means E, you draw a line. This is the locus line. From C only you join this. This will be the true length of CE. Okay. And also, as you know here, this I have drawn true length of, this is the true length of CA. Okay, this is the true length of CA. This is the true length of CE, and AE, no, since it is already parallel to VP, this already the true length of AE. Okay, in that way, what you do, no, and my suggestion is, you see here, the important thing, you finish it off. Okay, now see here. This inclination with the ground you do, and even here also, this also inclination with the ground, and then this also, this also inclination with the ground you do. Okay, see here, now I have told you this is here true length of AE. This is 78, and the true inclination to the ground is 50 degree. That means true length of AE, this is already parallel. That is why what I'll do, I'll directly do this and show. Okay, in the same way, this will be the true length of CE, and this will be the true length of CA. CA and CE true length are there. In that way, you carefully see. True length of CE is 39 degree, and its angle with the ground is 39 degree. In that way, what I suggest, no, you put it somewhere here and you show this as this. Okay, CA is over. In the same way, true length of CA also, true length of CA, as you know, it is 22 degrees, that is angle with the ground, and it measures 54 mm. Okay, if you can see here, it is measured 54 mm. In that way, you show one leader here that this is the thing. This is a perfect way of doing things, and you are getting the problem in all possible manner, and it's a perfect, that is, you have done it in all possible way properly, and you have taken a scale of 1 is to 100, that is 1 meter is 1 centimeter. In that way, you have taken 20 mm, 40 mm, 80 mm, and equilateral triangle is 50 mm. Okay, it is the end of this problem. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.